Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is the best exercises to develop the chest muscles. And that is, in my opinion, not the bench press, but the bench press is a great staple to go with if you're trying to develop your chest. Now, the best exercises that I've found for developing the chest is the dumbbells. And I've said this on many of occasions, the dumbbells, simply because they allow you to have full range of motion. You're not hindered by the bar hitting your chest. You actually can get a little bit more stretch in when it comes down to using the dumbbells. And at the same time, you're able to gauge weaknesses on one side or the other one, simply because each side of the pectoral muscles is being worked separately. And when one side is stronger, you can naturally see which side comes up a little bit better than the other one. You can also do the same thing with the barbell, but at the same time, you know, you got that hindrance of your chest being in the way, and you're not able to get that greater range of motion, which incorporates more muscle. Now, also, in pretty much every aspect of developing the chest, I always use the dumbbells. I'm always using the dumbbells in the incline, also flat, and also decline. A lot of times you don't have to really worry about decline, because when you're doing the flat, you still activate the middle to the lower portion of the chest anyway. Now, one other exercise that I want to emphasize on doing in that particular exercise is dumbbell flies, which incorporates the center part of the chest, which in my opinion, doing the barbell bench press, I don't think you're really getting much activation toward the center part of your chest. At least I haven't experienced that. I don't get enough of a pull toward the center part of my chest, and the development is not from the center outwards with just doing barbells, because I've done barbells for a number of years, and I still wasn't able to get that center part of the chest developed like I wanted it. So the only time I can get that is when I'm doing dumbbell flies. You know, it may work different from you, but it didn't work for me. So I have to incorporate dumbbell flies in order to get the stretch in the center part of the chest and get that center part of the chest developed. Now, don't try to reinvent the wheel, because when you try to reinvent the wheel, 90% of the time, you're just going to be spinning your wheels. I mean, you've had guys been doing this weightlifting game for a lot of years, whether you're enhanced or whether you're natural. It doesn't matter. It's all the same, as far as how the muscles are worked and activated. Now, just like with the barbell squat, they tell you that the barbell squat is king when it comes down to developing legs. And that may be true for certain people, but not all people biomechanics are the same. You know, everybody don't feel comfortable doing the exact same exercises. You take a bodybuilder like Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates, he developed his leg mainly with leg presses. Also, when it comes down to lifting heavier and heavier weights, you know, that right there is a byproduct of just becoming stronger. You naturally would add weight as you become stronger, but you still want to stay within the 10 to 12 rep range. Those are the muscle building reps. That has been determined by bodybuilders from here to back in the 40s and 50s. It is what it is. Like I said, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just kind of stay with where you at with it, and it's going to work for you, because it has been too many people working with that have proven that it's a muscle building range. So again, with the heavier and heavier weights, you take a bodybuilder like Phil Heath. I've never really known Phil Heath to lift extremely heavy weights. Phil Heath has never really been a real strong bodybuilder, in my opinion. But he hasn't had to be. Let me let the car pass. Okay. He's never have been a very strong bodybuilder, in my opinion, and he still got the job did. The guy still is a incredible Mr. Olympia. Hate him or love him, the guy still accomplished what he accomplished without lifting the excessively heavy weights like Ronnie Coleman lift. So that goes to misnomer that you have to keep lifting heavier and heavier weights to get bigger and bigger. You take bodybuilders like Lee Haney. Lee Haney didn't lift heavy weights really at all. 315, 400 at the most, but the guy normally kind of stayed around 225 and 315, as far as, just working out. So that kills that misnomer that you have to keep lifting heavier and heavier weights in order to get bigger. In order to get bigger, you have to be consistent, and you have to be able to work the muscle out thoroughly. That means, like I was just explaining with the chest, you're working the upper part of the chest, the lower part of the chest, also the center part of the chest. And once you develop the overall chest muscles or inner muscle that you're working, it's naturally gonna make you have the illusion of being bigger. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell for my new uploads, and I'll be talking to you later.